morning, everyone. Let's start the session, Integrative Health Board. And I'm Sae Ochi from Tokyo, and
Caitlin Watson from Canada, University of Alberta.
and in this session, all the presenters oral session, so 8 minutes presentation and 2 minutes of question. We have some redundancy, but please try to keep time. And the first presenter is Gde IAI, Dr. Gde IAI Yoga Nisa about the pharmaceutical assistant work.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present regarding the Pharmacist Association role in the management of NEMT, National Emergency Medical Team, Medical Logistics during Cianjur earthquake in 2022. So this is the outline of my presentation. There will be a background, methods, findings, and also recommendation. And I want to acknowledge first for my Ministry of Finance for funding this presentation, and also Ministry of Health, of course, and my institution from the Faculty of Medicine, Public Health and Nursing, University of Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta, as I'm a PhD student there, and also the Cianjur is one of the districts in Indonesia for giving the chance for me to this presentation. So this is the Indonesian archipelago. This is the tectonic contact. We are quite big island, archipelago country in Southeast Asia with many tectonic, 4 tectonic plates and 127 active volcanoes. So this is the place where the earthquake occurs with 5.6 Richter scale in 21st of November 2022 in Cianjur district, West Java province, with the depth 1 kilometer and 114,000 people were affected. So out of the 47 primary health cares, 13 health centers experienced major damage. And the medical logistic management is urgently needed at critical times like this to distribute medicine as Indonesia experienced. Maybe you already know the Indian Ocean tsunami. We destroy 10 tons of unwanted pharmaceutical donation, medical donation there. And during Yogyakarta earthquake in my hometown in 2006, we disposed 40 tons of medical logistics. So based on that experience, we try our best. If there's any disaster, we try our best to manage, to put more concern, to put more efforts in the management of medical supplies. So instead of having another round of tsunami, donation tsunami in the affected area, so we try to develop the regulations involving the national EMT, also involving the local pharmaceutical association in the context of health cluster coordination post. So the methods is actually, this is observational descriptive approach as part of the EMTCC, the Emergency Medical Team Coordination Cell, sent by University of Gadjah Mada. So our university always asked by the Ministry of Health to assist the management of health cluster coordination post, also the EMTCC. So the team consists of the management team, and also we have this health emergency operation center led by the district health office, and also the EMT type 1. This is the number of the national emergency medical team deployed to the area within 2 months after the disaster. Most of the NEMT is from the NGO, but apparently the one who bring the most medicines is come from this type of EMT, the NGO, because they want to donate. They collect so many donations from the community and bring this medical donation to the affected community. But sometimes the donation, the medical donated to the affected district is not appropriate, is not actually given burden to the affected district or province. So this is the West Java province, and this is the place. So the population is 2.3 million coverage. So the result is when we involve the pharmacist association, because usually they don't involve any other institution outside the district health office, outside the provincial health office to join the team. This is the team, using the incident command system. This is also newly regulated by the government, so it's mandatory to have this kind of system. Apparently, most of the district health office or the provincial health office doesn't have the knowledge how to establish this kind of structure, how to adopt the incident command system, the ICS, into their usual business operational structure. So this is the ICS, and the logistic is part of the ICS structure. And under the logistic coordinator, there should be a person with the pharmaceutical knowledge, with the technical knowledge to filter the medical donation, whether it's appropriate, whether it's needed according to the epidemiological data, according to the expiration of the drugs itself, and according to the needs within the hospitals inside the affected area. So because they are using the pharmaceutical association, no accumulation of medical logistic donation in the health cluster post, and also they establish a temporary storage place for donated logistic. Usually after the disaster, they confuse where to put this donation. Mostly in Southeast Asia country, after the earthquake, there is no sunny day, rainy day, and difficult to have this makeshift storage. You should go to inside the building, but the building is like severely damaged. You want to open the tent, but you don't have these pallets, and the drugs will broken because of the rainfall. So this is also the result that the NEMT SOP need to be strengthened, because the NEMT SOP not mentioning what type of drugs, what type of medication should be bring by the team to the disaster area. If the hazard is earthquake, they should bring what kind of medicines, what type of donation will be required. This is need to be strengthened by the Ministry of Health or the district health office. Also, the district health office itself need to have a solid district health contingency plan, because we are in Indonesia, especially we have like 514 districts which differ hazards, many volcanoes, but also tsunamis and landslide and others. So they need to have this health contingency plan with the contact of like local pharmacists, local pharmacist association, local midwife, local pediatrics, and so on. So this kind of contingency plan need to establish, need to develop with the assistance of the local university. So I think that's conclude my presentation. Thank you for listening, and I return my session to the chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Does anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask? Please come to a mic. If you're loud enough voice, shout it out. While everyone's contemplating theirs, I can ask a few. I also work in the space of donated medicines. Were any of the you mentioned the local supplies that were originally there, were any of them impacted or used by the teams, or were they sort of just left there because of the communication?
So usually they bring this local medication, local drugs. They just purchase within the local pharmacy, local apotheques, but they usually just it depends with the medical doctors. If the medical doctor use he or she usually use antibiotics, they just procure this kind of antibiotics with without consulting with the local government, local pharmacy, or local health centers. What is usually or epidemiologically which type of medicine should be bring to this area, something like so that kind of information or communication is not well established.
Any other questions from the audience? Maybe I'll ask you one more then. You mentioned that there was 535 teams that responded to the earthquake. In your opinion, was that too many? Was there too many people there responding or not enough?
Yeah. So this is quite challenging questions as I mentioned earlier that my country is an archipelago country and we have two main islands, Sumatra Island and Java Island. 2/3 of our population, the Indonesian population, live in Java. So this emergency occurs in Java Island, which means this is an open access place. So many people can come easily access. So this is too many, because according to the epidemiological data, or like you have the standard of EMT. One EMT type 1 can serve 50 IDP every day. So if we divide with the number of IDP, you will have one EMT team for like 10 IDP. And this is, I mean, like it's over, it's over, and we should control. But this is because the place next to Jakarta, next to the capital, everybody can come, everybody can give donation, everybody can put it in the Instagram and with this fancy pictures, and they will get donation from community. That's we need to have the regulation solid to avoid this.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Yeah.